Today's broadcast presentation.
This is Chattanooga. One city, one club. 16 years ago, you built something real.
3-0 Chattanooga Football Club.
A club founded and owned by the people, rooted in the heart of Chattanooga.
Bicycle kick, he scores!
For the city, for the community, for us.
Chattanooga way out in front at home.
But everyone doesn't do it the Chattanooga way. We have roots, history, purpose. No matter what came at us, you stood up for CFC. Philly Stadium became a home. Chattanooga stood tall, decided we're always better together. Why try to divide a family? All are welcome here, but there's only one Chattanooga, and there's only one Chattanooga Football Club. This is where legends rise. This is where the real Chattanooga grows stronger. When they step onto our pitch, make them feel a city united under one crest. They say the sincerest form of flattery is imitation. So thank you for recognizing that what we have is something that you want. CFC was built, not bought.
In Tennessee, Chattanooga's football club is second in the Eastern Conference, and we have kickoff in just seconds between Chattanooga and the Foxes of Carolina Core. And we are underway with MLS Next Pro Soccer between Chattanooga FC and Carolina Core in a pivotal battle between these two. Obviously, Chattanooga in a very different situation. Their season is coming to a head, and it's do or die time on the table for points. And they'd love to do tonight. Underway, the football on the far touchline near midfield, trying to work it forward. Some confusion, the ball rolls off. They're going to throw in early. Just getting started between these two, 90 seconds into it. Chattanooga with possession. They're working right to left in this first half. Mangodov, Krell, and Barker John, the strikers in midfield. It's Robertson, Jones, and Arua on the back line. Luis Jean, Kohler, Sarsar, and Chayap. Jakupovic between the sticks. Sending the ball forward. Trying to get something going, but that's going to go off, and the ball to Carolina Core. Carolina Core, Pineda, Tadavin, Kalakayan, Montenegro, Ford, Bayer, Hammond, Evers, Orban, Czech. Their starting 11 from front to back and left to right. Anderson between the sticks, and Jake Davis, who started as interim head coach, leading the way. Moving left to right, Carolina Core with possession. Trying to get something going, but not a lot of success early. Ball rolls off. Carolina Court, a lot of kicks to start this. Back and forth we go on set pieces. Fifth minute just arriving. Still scoreless between Carolina Core and Chattanooga in what has been a slow one to start. Carolina Core trying to move left to right and not able to find a way through. It'll stay with them. The Foxes, it's last touched by Chattanooga. Chattanooga sends it away. It's off of a Fox from just beyond center field in the stripe. Chattanooga has it poked back all the way to their keeper, Aldin Jakupovic. Chattanooga looking to get back to their winning ways. They went on the longest winning streak in club history as a part of MLS Next Pro. 11 matches straight. I should say unbeaten streak, not winning. Hold that thought. Long bend over the top for Chattanooga. Stolen away and knocked off by the Foxes of Carolina Core. Good play defensively. Andrew Czech gets back after the ball. Czech has been important this year, a midfielder out of Elmhurst, Illinois. Corner coming early for Chattanooga Football Club. A clean sheet in the 7th minute. Chattanooga sends it long for the 18, nodded away. CFC will regather. Down from the edge of the area, banged off a defender into the air, nodded around, it's loose. Carolina Core Foxes want to clear this away. Volleyed back and forth through the air and cleared from the spot. Chattanooga runs it down in midfield. They won't be able to possess. Really good play by Yves Chayep tracking that and forces them to reset and throw in. All over him. Diaz will send us back underway. He's going to hand it off to Czech. Seems like Czech's in on every play early. CFC second in the Eastern Conference. They could use the points tonight. 4 matches remaining in the regular season. A win tonight would go a long way towards securing a spot, potentially, in the MLS Next Pro playoff. Chattanooga from the back line, sent forward by Farid Sarsar, out to midfield. Knocked into the air, trying to regather. Chattanooga wants to rotate this backward. Having some trouble with it. CFC last faced Carolina Core. It was a rainy Sunday in High Point, North Carolina back in July on the 12th. A 1-1 draw and a 4-2 shootout. CFC beat the Foxes 1-0 in the team's first encounter back on May 24th. Chattanooga through to the 18 and a shot by Krell knocked away. Krell is right in the Golden Boot race. He's been as good as you can be in MLS Next Pro. He's been a problem all year long. So another corner, back-to-back set pieces to start this for Chattanooga. 9th minute just getting started. We're scoreless in Tennessee. Chattanooga, everybody loaded up down inside. Long bend all the way beyond the 6 and too much on it as Crowell floats this long over the top. Great crowd tonight. Families in full force. Kids playing out on the concourse. The stands are brimming in Tennessee. Many clubs outside of the United States, or outside of MLS, I should say, couldn't fit this size of crowd in America. They don't have a venue big enough. Chattanooga plays at the home of UT Chattanooga football in their own home, Fort Finley, and has for a very long time. Ball sent long from midfield for Krell, and Czech is able to shut him down. Carolina Core throws this in. This is the battle of the independents, they call it. 2 independent clubs in MLS Next Pro. Of course, it's changed. You know, there are other independent clubs in the league now. Changes the tone of this match. Speaking of which, Connecticut is playing Red Bulls New York 2. Flipped all around to the close side. Chattanooga returns it to their keeper, Jakupovic. Chattanooga's going to air it out down through midfield. They find Yves Chiap, who's into the final third. Now the 18. Chiap harassed by a Carolina Core Fox. Returned out front of the area, floater to the backside, fired on goal, and he's able to hammer this through. Chattanooga goal! It's 1-0 Chattanooga in the 11th minute. Broken up for a minute, and Chattanooga finds a way to score anyhow. Alex Krell gets down into the 18, hammers it off of the keeper. He's desperate to keep things going in the sticks. The ball is set back in on a corner opportunity for Chattanooga, and it doesn't take long for them to clean it up late in minute 10 as we open minute 11. It's a slider he scored on. I've never seen one quite like that, to be honest. It's a really nice score. Chiap was parked on the edge of the 18, goes back out front of the area. It's been all the way through to Tate Robertson, who sends it inside to Krell. And Krell just has a nifty slide, puts his right hip onto the ground, his left foot onto the ball, and pushes it through home for the score. Chattanooga's leading 1-0 as we've played almost a dozen minutes in Tennessee. Chattanooga is 5th in the latest power rankings in MLS Next Pro, trailing only Timbers, Houston Dynamo, Crown Legacy, and Austin FC. They're 2nd in the table in the Eastern Conference and would love to keep making noise. Carolina Core Foxes hoping to dash their dreams and steal 3 points tonight in a season that is, might mathematically be over at this point. Actually, I was going to say quintessentially over, but it might actually be over. I'll get back to you on that. Carolina Core down on the edge of the final third, trying to work it through across to the close side. Stolen away by Chattanooga and skied long over the top. Popped into the air by Krell. Carolina Core is mathematically eliminated with 26 points. They're out of the playoff at this point. So they are just here to break up the party if they can. That's their goal tonight. Maybe build a little momentum for the spring sprint and do some damage to Chattanooga. CFC knifes it around Czech. Center of the field, Isaiah Jones tries to take it away. Big hit. Tate Robertson still down. Carolina Core for the 18, knocked away as it rolls over the end line. Foxes from the close sideline. Carolina Core into the 18 to the 6. Knocked through traffic. Chattanooga's still got it moving and now cleared away with a good defensive effort. Coming way up to greet this is the keeper. Foxes return this back to their keeper, who's outside of the 18, almost to midfield. It's 1-0 Chattanooga, 15th minute. Fox's back line just behind the circle. CFC's letting them have it. Orbaugh to Evers. And Evers is going to send it long over the top, looking for a connection deep as he goes from left to right. Down to the wing of Chattanooga, sent through, and it's going to skeeter through the 6-yard box all the way to the opposing end and off. Anderson still standing at midfield. Thrown in. Around across to Chattanooga's man Krell. Alex Krell from midfield gets 10-20 downfield and goes down holding his knee. Richard Dixon wants a call. He's still down. Now I'm thinking this is a football draw. He's just trying to draw the call here, but he's been down for a minute.
Referee has issued yellow card. Number 27, Andrew Jack.
I don't think that was to Czech. The public address announcer says Czech. I think it was to Charles Orbaugh. We'll see. Krell is still down. Melanie Schaefer from the athletic staff coming on to check on him. And that is a less than ideal situation early in this one for Chattanooga's side. A quarter of an hour gone. Chattanooga's star striker is down for the moment. They're checking on him. We'll return with more in just a moment from Tennessee.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
The moment happens fast. The replay lives here. And ESPNSports.com brings you every highlight, every update, and every story that matters. From the biggest plays to the latest news, it's all right here on NSBN. Watch the top moments, catch the viral plays, stay ahead of every story. Follow at NSBN Sports across social media for highlights, clips, and real-time updates. Stay connected, stay in the game. At NSBN Sports across the web. You're tuned into the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from NSBNSports.com.
Touchdown!
Now back to live coverage with Gabriel Schwab.
A free kick for Chattanooga from in front of their own bench. Tate Robertson will kick this. Daniel Mangarov standing alongside him, and he's going to leave it for Mangarov, who will put us back underway. Daniel Mangarov bends this to the 18, nodded away. Chattanooga running it down. CFC in pursuit of the football back at midfield. It's Yves Chayab who will collect and roll this back to Eldin. Jakupovic tags it up just beyond the 18. He's going to sky this downfield. A long delivery. Knocked back Carolina Core. Regathers the football in possession. Foxes to their back line. Rushed back and forth across the top of the turf. Carolina Core to the close touch line, down through midfield. Long feed for the wing on the close side. Too much as it rolls off over the end line. Good opportunity. It's 1-0. Chattanooga out ahead midway through the 19th minute in Tennessee. Throw in for Chattanooga. Eldin Jakupovic putting us back underway. Jakupovic has made it look easy so far. Rolled long all the way through. Anderson just keeps it away from Chattanooga's dangerous man, Krell. Danger, danger, danger. He has just been unstoppable this year. It rolls through on the other end and off midway through the 20th where it's 1-0 Chattanooga. Throw in coming for Chattanooga all the way in their back third alongside the 18. Tossed long over the top. Back line now for Carolina Cores. It's cleared away by Chattanooga. They're brushing it back and forth. Good feed through. Fox's man hits the E-brake just outside of the 6. Down in the 18. Has help alongside the edge of the area. Bent front of the 6. Tries to ride the bicycle. This is going to roll through to the end line. Down in the wing in the near corner. Fox's man can't chip it around Chayab, and Eves sends this long. Banging collision for the Foxes of Carolina Core. Flipped forward, Chattanooga. Good connection. CFC through midfield. Long ball. This is going to be taken away by the Foxes, and it's off. Intentionally sent away. Chattanooga will throw in. Thrown in just beyond the final third for Chattanooga. They're returning back towards midfield. Barker to Tate Robertson. Harassed by Czech. Playing a little keep away. Goes away from forward. 1-2 quick passes. Rolled down across toward the close touch line. Chattanooga's Mangarov strafing for the final third. Down into the 18. Knifes it through for some help. Fighting and can't stay with possession. Chattanooga loses this to Carolina Core. Ford skies the ball long over the top from left to right. Can't find his teammate. And Chattanooga takes it away. Yves Chayab hit the gas and they'll stay with the ball. He came up and looked right at the referee and said, "Hey, where's my call?" It does not come. The back line. Knocked around. Carolina Court midfield trying to fight for possession. flipped to midfield and healed off errantly. Foxes will keep possession. They're saying it was last touched by Chattanooga. 23rd minute becomes the 24th as we've almost played 2 dozen now. It's 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club in Tennessee. Foxes fighting for possession with Tate Robertson in midfield. Check protects it to the back line where it's brushed over the top by Orbaugh. He's got a good connection on the far side. Left to right, here comes the boys in orange. The North Carolinians send it inside, looking to feed that into the final third. Back across to the wing, Pineda has some help on the inside, and Bear rolls this through alongside the 18 for the end line, and the shot inside. Too easy. Gloved immediately by Jakupovic. Back underway. Jakupovic goes across to the close side. It's 1-0 Chattanooga. They've got the football. Sent long beyond midfield. Foxes. Collision. Krell. Keeping it away from Czech. Down alongside the 18. Dribble. Banged off a defender. Regathered by Mangadov. Daniel fighting his way for the end line. Floater backside of the 6. It's going to stay alive for a moment and now blown dead by our referee. Officials tonight, Braden Fry, the referee, Edwin Maturi, and Tyler Samber, the assistant referees. The 4th official, Alexandru Fuchea. Sent across, Chattanooga. Wanted to go forward with it. They go all the way to the back line, and now the feed toward midfield is knocked off. Unintentionally lost that. Throw incoming for Carolina Core, and it's taken away by Kohler and Chattanooga right away. Back to midfield they go, struggling to push this through. Nowhere to go for Chattanooga FC. Return to their own back third and 18. Eldin Jakupovic on the spot with the ball. He comes to the close touch line. Knifing this back and forth in traffic. Sent long over the top. Good connection, tries to knife that through. Foxes back to midfield. Stolen by CFC. Mangadov can't keep it, trying to clear this back. Back line, Orbaugh floats it to the circle. From the backside of the midfield circle, Foxes hemmed in by Chattanooga again. Ford wants Bear. That's a long winder of a pass. He's caught that along the far touchline. Left to right go the Foxes. Carolina Core trailing 1-0. We're about to open minute 28. Foxes from just in front of the midfield circle. Hit the brakes. Bear with it. Ford and Bear, the guys on top of it for the moment. Now Orbaugh. Close touchline check, sends it alongside the 18. Centering feed, cleared right to an attacker. Foxes can't stay with it. Disrupted again, and then Kohler brooms that thing out of there. Corner coming for Carolina Core. The ball was off for a moment. There was a debate about whether or not it would be a corner. Now they'll give the set piece to the Foxes. This will come from the close side. Carolina Core. Bent long over the top through the backside of the 6, and it rolls off. Unable to do anything with that. Ball basically just kept on rolling through. Chattanooga gets us started again from the goal. It's a goal kick. Chattahooligans hitting the Chattanooga Choo-Choo down along the touch line in section 109. Long feed for the final third is knocked away and off. They're going to call this a hydration break between these two sides of the heat today. Both come to their respective bench to the touchline to get a break. It's Chattanooga out ahead by a goal. 1-0 at the 30-minute mark. 1/2 of an hour gone. We'll be back with more Pro Side Soccer in Tennessee.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning, they're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades, they're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater, becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
Everyone can help keep our roads safe. When I'm making a wide turn in my bus, I'll remember to be careful. Please give me plenty of space to finish my turn before you drive ahead. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
This is the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from NSBNsports.com.
Delivered perfectly to the back of the net.
Now we go back to Gabriel Schrei for more live coverage.
Back in Tennessee at Finley Stadium, and the hydration break is up. We are back underway between Chattanooga and Carolina Core. Glad you're with us. I'm Gabriel Schrei. It's Pro Side Soccer, live free radio coverage between the Foxes and Chattanooga. 1-0 CFC, 33rd minute, about to become the 34th. Ball was rejected at midfield by the Foxes and sent long. Next home match is against Atlanta United on the 12th. Get your tickets, ChattanoogaFC.com. Click onto the tickets tab. Trying to get us started again. Maybe a little confusion. Ball going to be sent away by Chattanooga from their own back third out to midfield. It skeeters to the close side. 35th minute just opening. It's 1-0 Chattanooga. From center field, CFC tries to move it forward down to the final third. From the far side, out front of the 18, it's sent off a defender and rolls to the end line and cleared away by Carolina Core. This is going to work very well for Chattanooga. This isn't a set piece, but you can run a design throw in here. You're right along the edge of the 18. A good spot. Long bend off the throw-in, goes to the 6 and knocked away. That takes us through to the 36th minute where it's 1-0 Chattanooga. They regather. McGrath, floater over the top, and Anderson uses both hands, 2 gloves, to stop this and take it back for the Foxes. Carolina Core with possession just outside of their own 18. Getting started slowly. Down across, through the touchline, and in the final third, they send it back to Jakupovic. Kind of taken away there by Chattanooga. Carolina Core across the front of the 18. Now back toward midfield. Foxes looking for space. They're going to sky it over the top instead, and it's easily gloved by Jakupovic. He whips it downfield towards the center field stripe. Manganov hits the brakes and gives it to Tate Robertson. Robertson likes this route through the air. Long ball taken away. Barker John was onside and just couldn't possess it properly. Anderson gets that for the Foxes. Carolina Core back to Czech, who's in front of the bench of Chattanooga. Work to the close side. Back and forth they go just in front of the midfield line. Carolina Core trying to find their way to the final third. Good feed to the far touchline as they go left to right. They trail 1-0 to Chattanooga midway through the 38th. Back to midfield. They're going backwards away from Chattanooga defensively. Tate Robertson there. Somehow get it through. This is knocked away. Regathered for only a moment. Fighting for it. Bears somehow pushes it forward just in front of the 18. Foxes have it from the penalty arc. A blast is sent long. It's a bit high and wide. And so Chattanooga will enjoy goal kick to end minute 38. Chattanooga putting us back underway. The back line working it back and forth. Kohler across. Barker John walks it outside of that back third toward midfield. CFC trying to fit it through. A good run on the football. A slide tackle takes it away for the Foxes. Back through to the stripe, on the circle. Long ball. He's going to be offside, no question about it. They waited a while to blow the whistle, though. They call him offside. And this will go back to Eldin Jakupovic in Chattanooga. Would have been a bad situation if he had somehow been onside or able to stay onside, just because of the positioning where he was. Very close to being onside, just couldn't pull it off. Sent across by Chattanooga. And stolen by the Foxes. They've got numbers. Long feed knocked into the air by Kohler. Trying to regather and vying for possession is Tadavin. He gets to the ball. Sent across, tagged up. Carolina Core, stolen by Chattanooga. Sticky boots out to midfield. Krell tags it up himself. Alex Krell walking, dribbling. Left off inside, knocked away. Luis Jean gets this started. Robertson walks his way backward with the ball. Yo-yo down through the center of the field. Circle for Chattanooga. Tate tries to finesse it through. CFC can't get it in there. Robertson tries the other side. Chattanooga, 41st minute, halfway gone. They lead 1-0. CFC jogging down to the final third. Chipped inside. Backward they go. Kohler again. Kind of hanging out at midfield now. They've slowed down a little bit. Let's see if they can get back on the attack. Chattanooga. Long winder to Mangarov, who is just outside of the final third, and an errant pass is taken up by Luis Jean. One-time Minnesota Gatorade Player of the Year, Stevie Luis Jean. He's been with the club for a long time now. He made the transition from Nissan. I think people forget that. Luis Jean, really one of the longest tenured guys on the roster. Chattanooga sent it forward, rolled across. Down alongside the 18, dribble. Chattanooga's man cuts for the end line, hits the brakes on the 6. He's taken down. A little bit of hand fighting, and fans want to call, but they won't get it as Anderson clears it out to the circle. Back across to the Ohioan, Tate Robertson. Through, he gets it back, beautiful feed, loose on the spot, fired off a defender by Arrua, and the ball is off over the end line. I thought Arrua had him dead to rights. I can't believe it. I thought he had him dead to rights. He had so much space, and they're just able to stop him at the last moment. Chattanooga will enjoy the set piece from the far touchline. Chattanooga bends this right down the line, knocked into the air. It rolls out of the 6 on the close side. Rua sends it back for the 6 again and nodded intentionally off midway through the 43rd where it's 1-0 Chattanooga. That provides back-to-back set pieces for CFC. Chattanooga, the set piece from the opposing touchline again. Here's the Roper right up the end line into the 6. Banged away initially. Fires a blast. It goes wide for Tate Robertson and Chattanooga, as that will wrap up minute 43 where it's 1-0 CFC. First half almost in the books in Tennessee. The number 2 team in the Eastern Conference seeking 3 crucial points. It would be a major step towards opening the playoff in MLS Next Pro at home. And you have to think how much easier that will make your whole path through the playoff if you can pull that together. Foxes lose this to Eldin Jakupovic. He'll send it long. Beyond midfield, Carolina core. Knotted around. And Isaiah Jones vying for possession as he's double teamed. This is knocked away. Ball sent out to midfield and blown dead. Tagged up for a moment by Carolina. That doesn't last very long. Chattanooga sends this down and a shot comes off the side. Calling for 4 minutes of added time on half one. That's a lot.
New Blue Construction.
Eldin Jakupovic sends this down beyond midfield, right to left. Here comes Chattanooga to open the 47th minute. He's through into the 18, centering feed is knocked away intentionally by the Foxes. Carolina had a beautiful beat on the net. And the Foxes say, I don't think so. Chattanooga will enjoy another set piece. Again from the far corner. They have had a bucket of corners in this first half. 9 shots to the 2 of the Foxes. 3 on target, none on target for Carolina core. This is their 6th corner. Sent from the far side, knocked away from the 6, hammered off a defender. It goes up into the air and off. Good play by Bear, who gets down on the ground and willing to make the play, but going to make life a little more difficult for the keeper, who will have to face another set piece. That'll be 7 corners. Set inside again, knocked away from the 6. Chattanooga regathers only for a moment before it's cleared away entirely by the Foxes. Chattanooga throwing in. Tate Robertson alongside the bench of CFC. Thrown down beyond the wing into the 18. Knocked away immediately. Carolina core from behind the circle. Foxes flip this across. Carolina core down into the final third. Left to right come in those orange kits. Tries to get around Isaiah Jones. He's knocked backward. And the ball taken by Barker John. Damian Barker John. Flip forward in the final third. Trying to move through midfield. Chattanooga disrupted. Sent way up high. A space ball taken down. Trying to volley possession, and Carolina Core comes up with it. Foxes from their own back line. 49th minute, halfway gone. We're almost finished with added time on this first half. It's 1-0 Chattanooga. Sent long through. Knocked across to the backside. Chattanooga skies this long downfield. Volleyed again. And hauled in by the keeper back inside of the 18. He tries to get it rolling again, and that will end half number one between Chattanooga and Carolina Core. Chattanooga is leading 1-0 at the break against the Foxes of Carolina Core. After an early score, Alex Kraut gets another in his Golden Boot race. Halftime show coming up on the break right now. We'll be back with more in a moment where it's 1-0 Chattanooga.
Plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a Real ID. Because in order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a Real ID, or you'll need another acceptable form of identification. So don't wait. Find out how to get your Real ID at tsa.gov/RealID. That's tsa.gov/RealID, or visit your local DMV. And then you'll be cleared for takeoff.
Hello, I'm Kevin, President of the Dementia Society of America. Request our free guide. It includes information on brain health checkups and much more. Go to 1-800-DEMENTIA.org or call 1-800-DEMENTIA. Your brain will thank you.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning, they're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades, they're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater. Becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The last class of the day for my student athletes isn't English, science, or math. It's school sports, where the #1 priority is teaching, just like every other classroom. As their coach, I help them grow as leaders and become better people, preparing them for the game and, more importantly, for life. That's why the best wins are the lessons they learn, which will impact them long after their playing days are over. Encourage your student to participate in school sports.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Looking for something fun for the whole family? Chattanooga FC has you covered. Bring everyone out to Finley Stadium for a night full of energy, excitement, and so much to do. It's a place where fans of all ages can come together and be part of something special. From the first whistle to the final moment, there's always something happening. Make it a night to remember with Chattanooga FC. ChattanoogaFC.com.
Come on, Liam, let's go! Get open! Come on, go for it! Wake up! Wake up, Liam! Oh, come on, use your head! Gotta want it! Dominate!
There he goes again. Liam's dad yelling from the stands, trying to relive his glory days.
I know. We're just trying to have fun out here and play with our friends. Like, it's not that deep.
He seriously needs to get a grip.
Does he really think he's helping Liam play better?
I feel bad for Liam. I know he's embarrassed his dad ruins every game like this. I mean, I would be too.
Someone needs to tell him this isn't about him.
Yeah, stop trying to coach from the stands and just cheer.
That's what Liam wants.
That's what we all want.
Be your student's biggest fan, not their biggest critic. This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Become a part of the Chattanooga FC family. Season tickets are available now, offering you the best seats and exclusive perks. Enjoy priority access, special events, and much more. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the game, there's a place for you with CFC. Visit cfctix.com and secure your season tickets today. Together, we're unstoppable, and together, we make every game an event to remember. Chattanooga FC, where loyalty meets passion.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
Everyone can help keep our roads safe. When I'm making a wide turn in my bus, I'll remember to be careful. Please give me plenty of space to finish my turn before you drive ahead. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
The moment happens fast. The replay lives here. And SBNSports.com brings you every highlight, every update, and every story that matters. From the biggest plays to the latest news, it's all right here on NSBN. Watch the top moments, catch the viral plays, stay ahead of every story. Follow at NSBN Sports across social media for highlights, clips, and real-time updates. Stay connected, stay in the game. At NSBN Sports across the web.
The action doesn't stop when the game ends. Stay connected with Chattanooga FC all season long. Follow along for highlights, behind-the-scenes moments, and exclusive content you won't find anywhere else. Catch the biggest plays, the best goals, and the stories that matter most. Be part of the conversation and stay close to the club every single day. Follow Chattanooga FC on social media and never miss a moment. ChattanoogaFC.com.
Meet Keith, loving dad, board game champ, bus driving pro.
I drive 65,000 miles in my bus each year. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like how there are some things I simply can't see. On my route the other day, a car tried to sneak past me and ends up right in my blind spot. I turned slowly, so I accident avoided. But no car should be in the blind spot for a 40,000-pound bus. It's our roads. It's our safety.
Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
Rep your club. Rep your city. Chattanooga FC gear is the perfect way to show your pride every day. From t-shirts and hats to scarves and more, there's something for every fan. Whether you're at the match or out around town, you can wear the badge with pride. Stand out in the crowd and be part of the movement that makes this club special. Gear up today and take Chattanooga FC with you wherever you go. Shop now and represent Chattanooga FC. ChattanoogaFC.com.
When I started school sports, I didn't know who I wanted to be. I just wanted to play.
But looking back, I developed character, resilience, and integrity. And now I'm settled in a career. I'm a leader to my own kids and my community. I know who I am and where I belong, and it started with school sports. I found my place. Find yours.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Everyone can help keep our roads safe. When I'm driving my truck, I'll remember to check my mirrors for smaller vehicles. And when you're on the road, try to avoid lingering in my blind spots. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
This is McGruff the crime dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Another teenager, victim to fake pills bought from social media. This doesn't seem like a drug deal, but it definitely is. Should buying prescription pills be that easy? Many fake pills contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. So listen, before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at McGruffPSA.org and go for real. Brought to you by USPTO and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Do you know a veteran in need? Nation's Finest, through the VA's Supportive Services for Veteran Families program, helps veterans and their families struggling with rent, employment, and other housing-related costs. Today, Nation's Finest operates more than 30 locations in California, Arizona, and Nevada, helping thousands of veterans every year. Visit nationsfinest.org or call 1-833-468-9676. That's 1-833-468-9676.
Plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a real ID. Because in order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID, or you'll need another acceptable form of identification. So don't wait. Find out how to get your real ID at tsa.gov/realid. That's tsa.gov/realid, or visit your local DMV. And then you'll be cleared for takeoff.
Hello, I'm Kevin, President of the Dementia Society of America. Request our free guide. It includes information on brain health checkups and much more. Go to 1-800-DEMENTIA.org or call 1-800-DEMENTIA. Your brain will thank you.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning, they're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades, they're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater. Becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The last class of the day for my student athletes isn't English, science, or math. It's school sports, where the #1 priority is teaching, just like every other classroom. As their coach, I help them grow as leaders and become better people, preparing them for the game and, more importantly, for life. That's why the best wins are the lessons they learn, which will impact them long after their playing days are over. Encourage your student to participate in school sports.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Looking for something fun for the whole family? Chattanooga FC has you covered. Bring everyone out to Finley Stadium for a night full of energy, excitement, and so much to do. It's a place where fans of all ages can come together and be part of something special. From the first whistle to the final moment, there's always something happening. Make it a night to remember with Chattanooga FC. ChattanoogaFC.com.
Come on, Liam, let's go! Get open! Come on, go for it! Wake up! Wake up, Liam! Oh, come on, use your head! Gotta want it! Dominate!
There he goes again. Liam's dad yelling from the stands, trying to relive his glory days.
I know. We're just trying to have fun out here and play with our friends. Like, it's not that deep.
He seriously needs to get a grip.
Does he really think he's helping Liam play better?
I feel bad for Liam. I know he's embarrassed his dad ruins every game like this. I mean, I would be too.
Someone needs to tell him this isn't about him.
Yeah, stop trying to coach from the stands and just cheer.
That's what Liam wants.
That's what we all want.
Be your student's biggest fan, not their biggest critic. This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Become a part of the Chattanooga FC family. Season tickets are available now, offering you the best seats and exclusive perks. Enjoy priority access, special events, and much more. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the game, there's a place for you with CFC. Visit cfctix.com and secure your season tickets today. Together, we're unstoppable. And together, we make every game an event to remember. Chattanooga FC, where loyalty meets passion.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
Everyone can help keep our roads safe. When I'm making a wide turn in my bus, I'll remember to be careful. Please give me plenty of space to finish my turn before you drive ahead. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
This is the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from NSBNsports.com.
Delivered perfectly to the back of the net.
Now we go back to Gabriel Schrei for more live coverage.
Welcome back to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we are just getting underway with half number 2 between the Foxes and Chattanooga FC. Gabriel Schrei, glad you're with us for live audio coverage of tonight's match between Chattanooga and the Foxes. We'll have the whole match free of charge. We've reversed fields. Chattanooga leading 1-0 after 3/4 of an hour. They'll work left to right in this second half. Defending the right side, working right to left, the Carolina Core Foxes. Chattanooga scored back in the 11th minute. It was Krell who scored yet another goal for Chattanooga. Krell has just been amazing all year long, and this score pushes his total on the year to 15 goals in his Golden Boot race. Chattanooga working this slowly down from left to right. Barker John is on top of the ball. He gets it through into the 18. Centered up. Arua sidesteps 1-2 defenders. Out front. Krell scores again. Krell scores his 16th goal of the season. Turn the lights off. I can't watch anymore.
Number 23, Alexander.
Chattanooga as a club scores their 46th goal of the season. That's 16 for Alex Krell. He's out of his mind. Chattanooga leads 2-0, just starting half number 2. Chattahooligans, let us hear it. And we are ready to go with half 2. Chattanooga chips us back underway between Carolina Core, the Foxes, and CFC. Chattahooligans chanting, "We're going to score on you." And they're calling Anderson bubblegum because he's wearing a white, or a pink kit rather. Ninth minute, halfway gone. 2-0 Chattanooga. Alex Krell scores his 15th and 16th goals of the season. He scored in the 11th minute. He scores to open half 2 in the 47th. Chattanooga with the ball coming out to midfield. Chiup leaves it off down to Barker John on the touchline. Damian Barker John over the top. Carolina Course thieves this out of the air. A good takeaway. Chattanooga's working it down to the final third. Here's a pass to Krell, hammered off a defender. It rolls over the end line. Krell keeping the gas turned up high. It is hot down on the turf in Chattanooga. He's making life very difficult for Carolina Core tonight, that's for sure. So a corner coming. We had 7 in our first half. This will be the 8th corner of the game for Chattanooga. CFC sends it for the 6-yard box, knotted away by the Foxes. Chattanooga, floater sky down to the end line on the far end of the pitch. Goes too long, Chattanooga will regather. CFC from the corner on the far end, set out front of the 18. Floater for the 6, knotted out front of the spot. Isaiah Jones, a laser strike, a howitzer to the back of the net. It's 3-0 Chattanooga Football Club. Goal! Chattanooga Football Club leads 3-0 in Tennessee. Jones gets it to go, automatic, a trigger pull. That's his 2nd goal of the season for Chattanooga Football Club. It's 3-0 CFC. Oh my goodness. Chattanooga is red hot to open half number 2. I don't know what they saw on film. I don't know what they drew up on the whiteboard, but Chattanooga feels unstoppable. 2 goals in the opening minutes of half 2. It's the 52nd minute. They've scored twice in the second half already. Carolina Core from midfield wants to respond. Here's a shot immediately off the kick. Teneven gets downfield, fought his way through traffic and lit one off. Jakupovic makes the diving save. Down at midfield, this rolls off. So after the ball goes off at midfield, thrown in by the Carolina Core Foxes, they'll have possession as they work right to left. From behind the circle, they're gathering up slowly. Chattanooga Football Club powered by a man who is hot in the Golden Boot race. And what a score for him. He scores in the 11th, he scores in the 47th with a great strike. And then it just keeps going. A beautiful score by Isaiah Jones in the 51st minute. And now the Foxes are making their first changes of the match. They're going to switch out a couple of guys here. It's a little hot, but certainly feeling some pressure in the 55th minute.
Substitutions for the Carolina Core. Coming off, number 27, Andrew Smith. Coming on, number 21, Wilson Martinez. Also coming, number 58, David Diaz.
Chattanooga, a full reset going all the way back to the keeper, Jakupovic. They're leading 3-0 in the 54th minute. It's halfway gone. He tries to clear it. Foxes take it away on the edge of the final third. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Tries to knife around to Chattanooga. Stolen. Sticky boots. Flipped long. Finessed at midfield. And the Foxes, man, might suffer a yellow card. Referee wants a word. He's going to let them play on. The kick will be from just in front of the stripe. lot of physical contact. I could tell the referee not very happy with that. Trying to get us back underway, and they do. Chattanooga returns it from midfield down to the left end of the pitch to their keeper, Jakupovic. Eldine riding high, a clean sheet, 3-0 for his side. He's going to send it long down to the opposing final third, a little collision, and it's enough to draw a whistle from our referee. He says that's too much. Flipped across. Sky down midfield, and that's off. Overshot his intended target. Good look for the connection, just couldn't quite get it on the money. He was attempting to go forward and hook up with a wingback, Hammond. Chattanooga's man goes down. Now we're stopped again for a moment. Stolen at midfield. This is a little dump feed, trying to push it back forward by Chattanooga. Foxes have it. Long ball now, two, down the wing on the right side. Hits the brakes, wants to go around a pair of defenders. Sent away from Luis Jean and collected down in front of the 18. Finesse back to the wing. Trouble, only for a moment. This is sent back across again at midfield. Foxes of Carolina Core, 57th minute, halfway gone. They trail 3-0. Two early scores to open this second half have completely changed this match. It feels like Chattanooga's just about shut the door. Wild start to half two. I should say Alex Krell has about shut the door. He is on fire. Set across by Carolina Core, and it rolls through to the final third, where it's protected by Sarsar for goal kick. Good play by Farid Sarsar. Just posts up his body and prevents the ball from being touched, and as it rolls off, it's automatically going to go back the way of Chattanooga on goal kick. Chattanooga currently standing at 5th in the MLS Next Pro Power Rankings. Only a handful of clubs against them. Or ahead of them, I should say. Austin 2, Timbers, and of course Crown Legacy. Chattanooga sees it stolen away at midfield by Crown Legacy. Foxes down the left touchline, and it's cleared away. I don't think Crown Legacy's here. I think that's Carolina Core. Two Carolina teams. It's both a C name. Foxes this time can't connect on the edge of the wing. That's off. Arif Kovac for Atlanta United 2 leads the league with 18 goals. One step back with 16 now is Alexander Krell. Second in MLS Next Pro in the race for the Golden Boot. How high can he ride? How high can he fly for this Tennessee side club? Richard Dixon, the new head coach of Chattanooga, long tenured member of this side. Richard played here. He's a legend. He was the captain in his days. Came from Jamaica, enjoyed a great career professionally. Played at USL Championship before coming to Tennessee and playing for Chattanooga FC. He's a great collegiate player as well. Dixon dominated in NISA. Made his retirement. Joined the coaching staff and is now the head coach of the club. Chattanooga from midfield on the counter, a long ball down the left touchline, centering feed stolen by the Foxes. Arrua was going to make some danger. Carolina Core trying to get it out of their own back third, through midfield and more. Beyond the circle, hauled in, Foxes man, stolen by Chattanooga. What a move. Luis Jean. Wow. He could catch flies on those boots. Wants to go around. Left off to the back line, Farid Sarsar. 60th minute is opening up. 1/2 of an hour left to play between these two sides. Chattanooga leads 3-0 over the Foxes of Carolina Core, who are mathematically eliminated from the playoff. CFC right now is putting their name on the map as if they weren't already at 5th in the power rankings, but I would say the league is on notice. Someone's going to have to come here in the playoff and fight for their life. Chattanooga dished across, down to the end line, working it through into the 18, no one there, and stolen away by the Foxes. Able to break that up really well. Orbaugh took that for Carolina Core. That takes us through beyond 1 hour played. Somehow Chattanooga keeps it moving. Isaiah Jones tries to the tackle and we're blown dead by a referee. And a yellow card shown to 47. Yellow card thrown against Chattanooga. Chattanooga's playing their best football all season at the right time. Maybe a little bit of a spark after struggling in also North Carolina. Last time out, they were in North Carolina against Crown Legacy. Whatever the case, it's working for them. This is going to be a kick, but it's a long way off for Chattanooga. Or I'm sorry, Carolina Core. Bear bends this from in front of the Chattanooga bench. It's knotted away. Foxes regather quickly. Flipped across by Hammond. Aired from the far side down to the close side in the wing. Chattanooga steals it away in the corner and clears it out. Rope from down low, out to midfield. Alex Krell's alone, in danger. Anderson, defenders trailing. Krell trying to keep his footing. Fires, he gets it to go. A hat trick for Alex Krell. He's got a hat trick. The Golden Boot race is red hot in Tennessee tonight. He's got a hat trick. Krell scores a third goal for Chattanooga. It's 4-0 in Tennessee. I can't believe it. That is one of the wildest goals I've ever seen score. What a golazo! Oh, baby! Oh, my goodness! He had 3 defenders on him. He is being jostled, harassed, almost loses the ball, somehow keeps his footing and dashes it home around Anderson. It's 4-0 Chattanooga Football Club. Oh my goodness!
The referee has issued a yellow card. Caution to number 23.
Wow! That's one of the best goals Chattanooga FC has ever scored in club history. That is wild. There wasn't much to it. It was simple, but the amount of effort it took, the physicality, I can't believe he pulled that off. Wow! Carolina Core is making more changes. And this thing is over. I think he hit Krell with a yellow card for taking his kit off, but Leo Kialua did that for FC Naples at AB Alta 2 weeks ago. I was on the call for that, and they didn't hit him with a yellow card. I don't know, just saying. What's the rule? Shirt comes off, card comes up. Wow, this is out of control. 4-0 in Tennessee for Chattanooga and Carolina Core. Glad you're with me. I'm just trying to hang on to my seat. Can somebody bring me a seatbelt up here? Flipped from midfield for the Foxes down alongside the 18. Left off near the corner, Carolina Core. Shake Davis side. Knifes his way through for the end line. Centering feed. Hammered, and this is knocked away initially. Volleyed back toward the end line. Chattanooga clears it away. Two players fighting for it. Down to the edge of the final third. Carolina Core about to take it back. Krell, he's going to do it all. He's going to clear it out up into row G. Getting us back underway. Ball goes to midfield, and there's a collision near the stripe. Chattanooga's man slow to rise. They're going to take a moment, help him up. Looks like we may be able to play on. Be sure to subscribe, follow along, stay with us for more Pro Side Soccer. Chattanooga's Football Club, CFC, hosting the Foxes of Carolina Core tonight. The Foxes are mathematically eliminated from the playoff. They're just playing to, finish the year, maybe gather some momentum, get some pride. Chattanooga has 3 points basically in the bag at this point. I don't think there's any way this thing is going to come back even close. I'm not sure Carolina Core is going to be able to respond with all the energy CFC has here at home. But Chattanooga has certainly added 3 points to their total on the table, and they are looking to host a playoff match. And what a tough place to play in Tennessee. Back to the keeper, Eldin Jakupovic. Little scolding from the referee for time wasting. 67th minute, halfway gone. Ball cleared away from the back third for Chattanooga. The circle, they've got it. Alex McGrath has some good spacing. Through to the penalty arc. Rule leaves it off into the 18. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Centering feed. Loose. Danger. Score! Goal! Chattanooga Football Club. It's 1 goal. It's 2 goals. It's 3 goals. It's 4. 5 goals scored at home. Chattanooga is tearing down the house. They won't be able to host a match. There's going to be nothing left. Unbelievable. Chattanooga has scored 4 second-half goals. Richard Dixon's Chattanooga Football Club is in prime form. The most goals in club history, 6 against Inter Miami 2 during the first season ever for Chattanooga FC. Carolina Core with possession will kick us back underway to open minute 69. Chattanooga Football Club has beaten the brakes clean off of the Foxes, and now they're working on the transmission and the engine block. 5-0, 69th minute, halfway gone. It's a crime in Tennessee, and here comes Chattanooga again. Amzian Sidmahan down the touchline, pinballed off a defender, and cleared by the Foxes. Carolina Core cannot allow another goal. They've got to stop this. It's a showcase for the Chattanooga Football Club. Unbelievable. Alex Krell. We have a player slow to rise. Alex Krell scores in the 11th, 47th, 62nd. That means he has 17 goals. He's just one back from the league leader now for Atlanta United 2. The Golden Boot race is hot. Chattanooga has certainly secured 3 points tonight. Set inside, Foxes! This is knocked away! I have no idea how they didn't score. I have no idea how you don't finish that. It's 5-0 Chattanooga in the 70th minute. Chattanooga Football Club, be sure to join us on the 12th. Atlanta United 2's in town. Get tickets, ChattanoogaFC.com, tickets tab. And Richard Dixon is turning them loose. Here comes Luke Husakiewski. Chattanooga will kick us underway again with less than 20 to go. Talk about efficiency. 9 shots, 5 goals.
Number 18, Luke Husakiewski.
71st minute about to wrap. At midfield, big collision. Barker John goes down. Chattanoogans want a call. I don't think they even have him in the field on the stats. I'm looking at the live stats on the MLS Next Pro website, and one of the players for Carolina Core isn't even shown as being in the match. Carolina Core working this around the end of the final third. When they didn't score on that dead to rights ball, this thing is over. This thing is over. Back to midfield, Foxes. This is going to be a tough rebuild for Jake Davis. One of the only independent sides in MLS Next Pro. They were the original 2, the Battle of the Independents, it was dubbed. Chattanooga sneaks this away. Midfield, run down. Havertz hit with a call. 73rd minute, 5-0 Chattanooga. Carolina Core going to try and respond. Here's a long feed to the 18, and it's knocked away. They'll have a corner. Oh, no, this will be a design throw, excuse me. It is 74th minute, just starting, 5-0 Chattanooga. Carolina Core is just along for the ride at this point. They're getting whipped back and forth. They've got whiplash like crazy. There's the Foxes throwing it in. Down to the 6, poked away with one hand by Eldin Jakupovic. Carolina Core weathering the storm of Chattanooga trying to take this. Set inside for the spot, clean through. Foxes knife this through and get one back. Carolina Core responds to Chattanooga. They get a goal. It's 5-1 in Tennessee. That might be the least exciting goal I've ever seen in this stadium. There's no... Chattanooga might be too relaxed. This thing is over. Oh, my goodness.
Goal to Carolina Core.
The Foxes get one back, but it feels meaningless in the 75th minute. It's 5-1, a 4-goal advantage for Chattanooga, who seems to be over it. Chattanooga sends it long. Amotang leaves it off in the wing on the close side, chipped away by the Foxes. Carolina Core knifes around a man, and on the touchline they keep it alive. Bent across to the far side, just out of the reach of Luis Jean. Stevie after the ball, centered up for Carolina Core. Foxes inside, just over the arc, fires a shot off a defender. This rolls over the end line. 1/4 of an hour to play, where it's 5-1 Chattanooga. Sent inside and easily covered by Jakupovic. Chattanooga pitching and catching on that back line. Sent long over the top for Chattanooga. A shot. This is covered by Anderson. 77th minute about to open in a 4-goal match where Chattanooga is in command. It feels like Chattanooga is just... I don't even know how to describe this. Chattanooga is so in control, it ruined the energy in the stadium. I mean, it just feels like everybody's waiting for the clock to run out. They have beaten the brakes clean off of the Foxes. Chattahooligans still chanting, and they're busting out some songs I've never heard before. Not sure if that's related to the margin. They're going to take a hydration break here in Tennessee. I think I'm going to as well. It's 5-1 Chattanooga Football Club. The Foxes stuck in a trap.
The last class of the day for my student athletes isn't English, science, or math. It's school sports, where the #1 priority is teaching, just like every other classroom. As their coach, I help them grow as leaders and become better people, preparing them for the game and, more importantly, for life. That's why the best wins are the lessons they learn, which will impact them long after their playing days are over. Encourage your student to participate in school sports.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This is the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from NSBNsports.com.
Delivered perfectly to the back of the net.
Now we go back to Gabriel Schrei for more live coverage.
Welcome back in Tennessee, inside of Fort Finley, where with less than 1/4 of an hour to play, it is 5-1 Chattanooga Football Club. They have run away with this one against the Foxes. Carolina Core is hapless. So off the hydration break, the kick will be delivered by Eldin Jakupovic. Getting some clarification from the referee, the fourth official, Alexandru Fochea. A quick word with Richard Dixon. Sent long, Foxes take it away. Carolina Core down to midfield. 79th minute becomes the 80th, where it's 5-1 Chattanooga. I feel like a WWE ring announcer right now. I feel like Vince McMahon with a microphone. Oh no, here he comes with a steel chair from the top rope. Oh no, a 5th goal. 80th minute about to become the 81st in a 4-goal match. Anderson will take this up. Over 3,000 people at today's match, witnessing a historic home victory for Chattanooga, one of the great scoring outputs in club history all time and in their tenure in MLS Next Pro, and 3 points that are pushing them towards hosting in the MLS Next Pro playoff. Can't wait for you to join us and be with us for that one. ChattanoogaFC.com tickets. Be here with us on the 12th. Atlanta United 2 will come to town. Chattanooga FC needs you in the stands, and they need your support if you want them to score another 5-banger. Sent all the way through to the final 6 and picked up by Anderson. Flipped back and forth on the back line. Going to work this forward. Carolina Core. Their man knifes his way through traffic, won't last for long. Stolen for a moment. They do get it back, and we're blown dead by our referee. 82nd minute about to begin, and a 4-goal advantage for Chattanooga FC. Flipped across. Chattanooga steals it at midfield. They lead 5-1 with under 10 to go in regulation. Flipped across to the Foxes, down to the final third. Long strike of the football. They've got 2. Carolina Core gets a 2nd goal back. It's 5-2 in Tennessee.
That's a goal for Carolina Core, number 58.
Chattanooga, I think they checked out a long time ago. It really feels like everyone's just waiting for the clock to end. We're all just kind of hanging out. One of the kids in the production room that does the television has his shades on. It's nighttime. They're just hanging out. Flipped away from the back third. They're trying to figure out why I'm talking about the shades or what I'm talking about in the next room over. Here's Carolina Core again, looking for a third. This is centered and knocked away and blown dead by a referee late in the 83rd. Chattanooga taking their time starting this again. Jakupovic. We got a player slow to rise to the Foxes of Carolina Core. They're going to take a moment and check on him. I'll be back in just a second. Let you know if he's good to go, and we'll play on in Tennessee.
Rep your club. Rep your city. Chattanooga FC gear is the perfect way to show your pride every day. From t-shirts and hats to scarves and more, there's something for every fan. Whether you're at the match or out around town, you can wear the badge with pride. Stand out in the crowd and be part of the movement that makes this club special. Gear up today and take Chattanooga FC with you wherever you go. Shop now and represent Chattanooga FC. ChattanoogaFC.com.
This is the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from NSBNsports.com.
Delivered perfectly to the back of the net.
Now we go back to Gabriel Schrei for more live coverage.
Chattanooga is leading by 3 goals with just a couple of minutes to go. It's 5-2. It has been all Chattanooga FC, and we're going to get back under the way after a quick stoppage for an injury. Carolina Corps man went down, was looking shaken up. We play on. 5-2 Chattanooga, 86 minute halfway gone. Sent forward long by Chattanooga. Amzian Sidmahan has it poked away in front of the 18. Across for Yuval Cohen in the area. Cohen back to Amzian Sidmahan. Rolling this one through to the left stick. It goes wide. He wanted it. He's hungry. Trying to get a 6-pack going in Tennessee.
Substitution for CFC.
Chattanooga making another change. Fareed and McGrath come back on, which I think is interesting. Sarsar and McGrath back into the match. That tells me that Dixon's concerned about the tempo, right? And I mentioned that. I mean, I think the last 20 minutes of gameplay, as soon as Chattanooga scored the 4th goal, it was like, oh, this thing is over. And I think the dial turned off for Chattanooga then. It went back to 25%. And they scored a 5th goal, and it's like they don't even, we're just hanging out. I mean, everybody's just waiting for the clock to run out. Carolina Corps has scored a pair since that 5th goal. They've responded with a pair of their own, but it's not because they played so magnificently or majestically or so well. Chattanooga's checked out. Midfield, oops, stepped out over the touchline. Ball to Chattanooga in front of the Carolina Corps Foxes bench. Jake Davis throws the ball to Barker John, and he just lets it roll on by. Thrown in long. Fox is whipped across down to the touchline on the close side. 88th halfway gone. Carolina Corps behind midfield, centering feed. Through beyond the circle, down the wing. Carolina Corps has got 5-on-5. Floater for the front of the 18, knotted away by Chattanooga initially, and finessed through to the circle. Amzian Sidmahan waiting for a potential feed. Yuval Cohen fighting for it as he's tackled down in the late stages. That'll carry us through to the 89th minute, final couple of minutes of regulation. 5-2 Chattanooga. Sent to midfield, Chattanooga. Flip back and forth, Carolina Corps. 89th minute, a about to become the 90th. Chattanooga FC on cruise control. Foxes in front of the 18. Poked around. They stay with it. Carolina Core will kick quickly. A little bit of extra activity going on right by the referee who's trying to bust it up. .5'10" Alex McGrath is down there in an argument with a couple of 6'3" defenders. Letting them know who's boss. Carolina Core is going to have a great spot for the kick. Football is maybe 15 yards back from the penalty arc. Here's the strike, gloved easily by Eldin Jakupovic. And so with that, 5-2 Chattanooga. He's going to do some time wasting. I'm certain we'll see some stoppage time. Long ball from midfield, sent with too much sauce by Barker John. 1.5 hours played, 5-2, a 3-goal advantage for Chattanooga with just seconds to go. And the signal from our fourth official says 6 minutes of stoppage time. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 90 minutes gone. Chattanooga takes it away in front of the area. Hustling to stay on it. Amzian Sidmahan fights his way down the wing on the close side, right up the touchline. Chipped to him by Huzikowski, the loanee from New England. The Revs man sees this taken away just in front of him. Foxes have it. Long feed over the top for Carolina Core. Good hit of the ball, a chance to take possession. Farid does a good job with the hips. Carolina Core's man steps around him, bet on goal. 4 defenders right there, but able to make the play is Jakupovic. Set back underway. Carolina Core tries to bend this from outside of the final third of the 18. Knocked away, regathered, another feed. This time for the end line, and no one's there. It rolls off. 90 seconds gone. They called for 6 minutes of stoppage. 1.5 gone. 4.5 to play. The most complete game Chattanooga FC has played all season by far. Obviously, they kind of let it go here at the end. I mean, it feels like we're checked out. It feels like the fans are checked out. It feels like everyone's checked out. Chattanooga. Long bend through the midfield. Volleyed over the top, CFC. Damian Barker John stays on side with the ball in the close wing. Dribble, 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 walks his way inside, cuts to the end line, cuts it back long, bend just wide. Anderson, get that man some teammates. Anderson makes the save, but he's all alone back there. '93rd minute, halfway gone, 94th coming. Chattanoogans throw this in. Rolled way out front towards the circle. Farid Sarsar to Tate Robertson. Right in front of the opposing coach, Jake Davis. Tagged up by Barker John. Screams through 2 defenders. A third knocks it into the air. Down to the end line and controlled by Anderson, who comes out of the 6 and has to run that down to keep it from being a corner. And that takes us to the 94th minute. 3 minutes, 15 seconds played of 6 of stoppage time, where it's 5-2 Chattanooga FC. Huzikowski, a thief. Yuval Cohen has it 20 yards back from the midfield stripe. Back to Huzikowski he goes. The Revs loanee. They like the front of the 18, and Kohler likes the long feed down the far touchline. chanting the name of their city. CFC vying for possession at midfield. Carolina core. Playing keyboard. Bear. Long ball set out front. Flaxes have it. Carolina core. Midway to the 95th. Steps around Alex McGrath. Rolled across to the far wing. Centering ball knocked away by Chattanooga. They've got it and cleared intentionally off over the touchline. They called for 6 of stoppage time. We played 4:45. Throw-in coming. They still haven't thrown it in. And throw-in. Flipped over the top. And we are stopped. '96th minute, halfway gone. At the conclusion of this minute, I would think we will have full time. Chattanooga in the midst of one of the great scoring outputs in club history. A very important 3 points being sealed up tonight that will push them towards a home playoff match. They are just points away from clinching. Chattanooga back with the football. Carolina core forcing them to rotate it out of there. Full time! Full time for Chattanooga Football Club.
Final score of the match, CFC 5.
Full time in Tennessee for Chattanooga FC. They win 5-2. What an unbelievable performance. They score 4 goals in the opening stages of half 2. Come absolutely unglued. A hat trick for the number 2 scorer in MLS Next Pro. Alex Krell dashes home 3 goals. He is now 1 goal back from the leader in the league in the Golden Boot race. Chattanooga goes from 44 goals on the season as a club to 49 as a side in unbelievable fashion. 5-2 the final score as Chattanooga takes the big victory at Fort Finley. Congratulations to Chattanooga Football Club. I'll break and return with some final thoughts in just a moment from Fort Finley.
The last class of the day for my student athletes isn't English, science, or math. It's school sports, where the #1 priority is teaching, just like every other classroom. As their coach, I help them grow as leaders and become better people, preparing them for the game and, more importantly, for life. That's why the best wins are the lessons they learn, which will impact them long after their playing days are over. Encourage your student to participate in school sports.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Looking for something fun for the whole family? Chattanooga FC has you covered. Bring everyone out to Finley Stadium for a night full of energy, excitement, and so much to do. It's a place where fans of all ages can come together and be part of something special. From the first whistle to the final moment, there's always something happening. Make it a night to remember with Chattanooga FC. ChattanoogaFC.com.
Come on, Liam, let's go! Get open! Come on, go for it! Wake up! Wake up, Liam! Oh, come on, use your head! Gotta want it! Dominate!
There he goes again. Liam's dad yelling from the stands, trying to relive his glory days.
I know. We're just trying to have fun out here and play with our friends. Like, it's not that deep.
He seriously needs to get a grip.
Does he really think he's helping Liam play better?
I feel bad for Liam. I know he's embarrassed his dad ruins every game like this. I mean, I would be too.
Someone needs to tell him this isn't about him.
Yeah, stop trying to coach from the stands and just cheer.
That's what Liam wants.
That's what we all want.
Be your student's biggest fan, not their biggest critic. This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The moment happens fast. The replay lives here. And SBNSports.com brings you every highlight, every update, and every story that matters. From the biggest plays to the latest news, it's all right here on NSBN. Watch the top moments, catch the viral plays, stay ahead of every story. Follow at NSBN Sports across social media for highlights, clips, and real-time updates. Stay connected, stay in the game. At NSBN Sports across the web. This is the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from NSBNSports.com.
Delivered perfectly to the back of the net.
Now we go back to Gabriel Schrei for more live coverage.
Chattanooga FC comes uncorked with a 5-2 win. 1.5 hours, and every single minute was domination for Chattanooga Football Club right up until they basically checked out of the hotel and were done at the 70th minute. Carolina Core scores a couple of late, cheap goals, but Chattanooga was leading 5-0 after they come out of the break and bang home 4 goals in rapid succession. Alex Krell records a hat trick, unbelievably. What a night for Krell and Chattanooga FC as they pursue a home playoff match. Chattanoogans are celebrating with CFC down alongside the wall. Congratulations to Chattanooga Football Club and full-time head coach Richard Dixon. What a way to bounce back from having an 11-match unbeaten streak snapped. I'm going to get into the standings here and some final thoughts on the stats in just a moment. Chattanooga, unbelievable, a 5-2 final. Last week's loss, obviously very disappointing. A dominant victory at home at Finley Stadium. Chattanooga, 13 wins, 6 losses, 7 draws, 50 points, 5-0, second in the Eastern Conference. Let's go ahead and get into the scoring recap for tonight's match. In the 11th minute, Alex Krell opened the scoring, assisted by Tate Robertson. Chattanooga took a 1-0 lead into the half. In the 47th minute, just out of the break, 2 minutes into half two, Krell struck again in beautiful fashion, looked really good. This time he was assisted by Alexis Arua. In the 51st minute, Isaiah Jones made it 3-0, assisted by Nathan Kohler. In the 62nd minute, Krell completed the hat trick from Robertson's second assist. Then Robertson added a goal of his own in the 67th to make it 5-0. Carolina Core gets late goals from Orbaugh in the 74th minute and David Diaz in the 82nd minute. 4 Chattanooga goals during the opening 22 minutes of the second half put this away. Krell, 3 goals in 68 minutes. He's my player of the match. 8 total shots, 5 on goal. He's amazing. He's just amazing. Hat trick raises his season total to 17 league goals, second in MLS Next Pro. Tate Robertson, equally influential with a goal, 2 assists, and 6 key passes. They combined on the opening goal and again for the goal that completed the hat trick. 20-10 on shots. Chattanooga led that category. Shots on goal, 10-6. Corners, 9-4 CFC. Blocked shots, Chattanooga 7-3 for the Foxes. Almost even on passes, 393 to 390. Pass accuracy, 88%. 88%, very close. The ball movement nearly even, but Chattanooga created way more chances, and they were just far more clinical, clearly, in that final third. But the big picture means Chattanooga finishes the regular season series against Carolina Core unbeaten. They won both meetings here, and they earned the extra point in July in a draw at Truist Point. Collected 8 of a possible 9 in 3 meetings. And the all-time series led by Chattanooga, 5-2-2. Huge, huge playoff clinching scenario tonight for Chattanooga. They've satisfied that. And they will clinch a postseason berth Sunday if Huntsville and Orlando each earn 2 points or fewer. It'll be in the bag. Chattanooga has 10 days before visiting Huntsville City, Wednesday, September 9th. I would encourage you to visit Wicks Family Field. It's a beautiful venue. Easy drive over to Huntsville, Alabama. I will have 3 live radio coverage available of the match. 3 regular season matches remain. We'll see you here on September 12th for Atlanta United 2. Chattanooga rebounds emphatically and puts 5 past Carolina Core and Anderson. Krell has the hat trick. Robertson finishes with a goal and 2 assists. And the boys in blue, another step closer to the postseason. Your final once again from Findlay, 5-2 Chattanooga Football Club with a win. For CFC, the Foxes of Carolina Core, all the fans and everybody here, I'm Gabriel Schreier saying so long from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Today's broadcast presentation is the property of the National Sports Broadcast Network and NSBNsports.com. This broadcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or distributed in any form without the express written consent of NSBN. All rights to this broadcast are reserved. For permissions or licensing, please contact NSBN. We appreciate you tuning in.